Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. This reading is going to be a fairy oracle reading for you for November 2020. I've pre-shuffled the cards for you Scorpio to get your energy into them. So I'll just do a final shuffle of the Oracle of Visions to just get a couple of cards as to have some overall energies for you to start the reading. There we are. So first of all we have the number 4. Well, this is about having perspective and points of view. So perhaps having a similar perspective and point of view. You see the two faces here with the mannequin mask, but they're looking through with one eye each. They're looking through the mask with one eye each. So this is about having a shared perspective, a similar perspective on something. So let's see where this is going. And then we have the number 25, and this talks about things that are misleading, illusions and delusions, and possibly confusion. So let's see how we can link those in with your main reading now. I'll just do a final shuffle of the Fairy Oracle cards by Brian Froud. So we have your current energy or a situation, and then the challenge to that for you, and steps you can take, and then if those steps are taken or considered, then a possible outcome. And then finally a message from the universe, something the universe would like to say to you, Scorpio, at this time. And at the bottom of the pack we have the Lady of the Harvest. And this represents a time of a completion of a cycle, but the need to let something go, like the trees have to let go of the leaves in the autumn. So the same with the Lady of the Harvest. You can see there's a sadness connected to it, something that she's got to let go. But there's a bit of a sadness connected to that, although it is something has completed, perhaps in a natural order of things. So at the heart of your reading we have himself, and in himself is very much, if I say godlike energy, it's not there aren't any religious connotations. It's according to what that means for you, but this is a very expansive, universal, powerful energy, a very paternalistic energy, very masculine energy. And he comes forward when it's a very kind, wanting the best for everybody type energy, very benevolent, but very strong, very powerful. And you can see his chakras, his crown chakra, his brow chakra, and it looks like his heart chakra, because is lit up, is very much connected spiritually with his heart, because he is very paternal. But a very expansive, very powerful energy in the nicest possible way. Now this is right at the heart of your reading. So we'll see where this is going. I might have to get another one just to get a bit more information about himself. So let's see. When himself comes forward in a reading, he certainly gives a lot of power and energy to all the cards around him. So the challenge here is Gocha. Okay. So Gocha, you can see the elf doesn't want to look at something, but he is looking. He's peeping through his fingers here. His eye looks quite bloodshot, doesn't it? Because he doesn't want to see what he's looking at. There's something either that's already around you, that's a challenge, something that's disrupted your energy, that's took you by surprise. Something that it may be something you've heard or something you've witnessed or you're aware of. And as I say, it's either already happened, or this is an energy that's coming in that's going to be quite a challenge. But it's a little bit like the Tower energy in ordinary tarot, in the major arcana of ordinary tarot, where the bolt of lightning comes down out of the blue and raises something to the ground, and it's a bit of a shock, a bit of a surprise, not expected. So it's that sort of an energy, to a greater or a lesser degree, Scorpio, according to your own personal circumstances. But whatever this is a challenge, understandably so. So this is in the challenge position, to do with this universal energy. Right, this very powerful universal energy, benevolent energy, and I often say with the Tower that it's a bolt of lightning, but it's an event of love that's sent from the universe, because to help you to clear something away, something needs to be cleared away. So let's see where we're going with this. Steps you can take, topsy-turvy, and this is about perspective. This is about you will have a perspective on something, but other people will have different viewpoints, differing perspectives. And it doesn't mean to say that any one perspective is right and any one is wrong. They're different because of different viewpoints, understanding about situations, how you are viewing a situation. So when this card comes forward, it's just to make you aware of that, Scorpio, and just to say, you know, do consider other perspectives, because yours is not the only one, and it may be important for you, Scorpio, to be able to consider, to hear other people's opinions and perspectives on something. All right. Yes, so I feel it's something to do with whatever this event is. Now, something else you can do, we have Oi That Gnome, and Oi That Gnome brings forward chaos. So there's something quite chaotic either around you at the minute or coming in with the gocha. But what he says is, in the chaos, there's opportunity. So whatever is happening, it's going to create an opportunity. So if this is something that is being removed, if you like, or having to be faced or understood, or whether it's bringing in a transformation of some sort, then, you know, that can be quite a chaotic, or leave you feeling in a chaotic situation. But within chaos, Oi That Gnome says, there is opportunity. There will be an opportunity, and you have to look for it. You have to look for the opportunity that would be coming in as a result of that event, whatever it was. So, you know, before Oi That Gnome takes a leap, he will have a look with one eye, and then he will leap into the chaos, because he knows he's looking for that opportunity that's going to be arising from within the chaos. Now, if those two, if the perspective card and Oi That Gnome, the chaos card, if they are considered and taken note of, then a final outcome could be Laced Moon's Daughter. And Laced Moon's Daughter sheds light on shadowy areas that we can't quite see at the moment. Just like when the moon's out on a clear sky, the full moon's out, and it lights up the garden, it lights up areas that we can see more clearly, lights up the dark areas, the shadows. And this is what Laced Moon's Daughter brings forward. So there's something that's in the shadows at the moment, that's unclear at the moment, that will become more clear. Particularly if you can view and consider others' perspectives as well as your own. Your own is just as important, but not the only one. And, you know, I feel that links in with this one, having a shared perspective on a situation. Okay. Now, the illusion and delusion card energy, I feel that this energy may be around you at this time, particularly in the event of the Gocha situation that has happened or is about to happen. So creating illusion, confusion, delusions, but you see, that's where, as an outcome, late moon daughter comes in. She's going to bring clarity and light onto a situation, so that you're not stuck in this energy, you're not left in this energy. All right, that you perhaps feel within the chaos, this chaos situation. It's be difficult to know what's right, what's wrong, what's real, what's not real. All right, so it is a very sort of chaotic situation. However, a possible outcome is that light is going to be shed. You are going to have a growing awareness, particularly if you can consider other people's perspectives, and if you can look for the opportunity within the chaos that's come forward. But there's something major when himself comes forward. It's a very powerful universal energy. Now, this is something the universe wants to say. This is Luminous Loom. I love this card. I just love the imagery here. Now, Luminous Loom, this is when we have the energy of our cup is half full, or our glass is half full. That when we're looking at things negatively, we're just looking on the negative side of life. We can only see negativity, what's not going well, rather than what is going well. Expecting the worst, you see, and then saying, see, I told you, when something happens. But, you know, living in that energy is very reducing, if you like. Very difficult to see. It'd be very difficult if you get stuck in this energy, Libra, to see the opportunity. All right, you need to be in more of a glasses half full energy to see opportunities when chaos comes in. All right, so I think this is a bit of a nudge from the universe, Scorpio, to try and lift your energy, to try and look at things differently, have a different perspective, listen to what other people are saying, try and get a different perspective on something. All right. So light can be cast in the shadows and you can get a clearer view of something. All right. But of course what we had first of all was the Lady of the Harvest, wasn't it? So something, and I think it might be connected to this, so something needing to be released, something that has come full cycle and perhaps needs to be released. I'm just going to ask for one more card for himself. Could we have one more, or no, two more cards please for himself, that's right at the heart of this reading. Two more cards for himself please. Gosh, there we go. There we go. So with the Lady of the Harvest has come out again. Although I've shuffled the cards, she's come out again. So she is very much connected with the himself energy. So the universe, the very powerful universal energy here, that is very paternalistic and caring and protective, is bringing in the ending of a cycle. So something it's going to have to be let go. It's finished, if you like. And then it's connection. So this talks about all of our connections. So inner connections with if you think of the masculine and feminine energies that we all have inside of us. So this is about that getting stronger, those connections inside us getting stronger, but also external connections, connections with the universal energies, healing connections, perhaps, you know, community connections. But when this card comes forward, this is about something getting stronger, our connections getting stronger for going forward. All right, so this is linked to himself as well. So a real strong connectivity I feel with this very expansive universal energy, very powerful universal energy that's coming down, look, and connecting with you, Scorpio, with some of you. But it does mean that it's the energy, the universe has decided that something has come full cycle for some of you, Scorpio. And I'm going to get one more, because this is how the universe is doing it, bringing something down. So could we have 2 more cards, please, for Gocha? Could we have 2 more cards, please, just to I'll give it as an idea of what this Gocha possibly is and what it means for Scorpio. Okay, so let's bring Gocha forward now. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we have Gocha, and to clarify, we've got He of the Fairy Sword, and this is about cutting away that which is no longer needed. This is a power, a strength. This is strength, resilience, focus, pure focus. But this sword is sent down from the universe to cut away something that's no longer needed, that's not serving you, serving its purpose any longer. It's a victorious card. It's a very successful energy. But perhaps, you know, not always 100% welcomed. And then the other clarifier is Epona's wild daughter. Now, this is when something has needed to be, something happened in the past for some of you. A situation, it may have been a trauma, it may have been something in childhood. Or not, it could have been, doesn't have to be in childhood, but it's something in the past that some of you haven't dealt with, Scorpio. Something has happened in the past that's not been dealt with, and it's influencing and impacting on your day-to-day life, decisions you make, your energy level. If you think of luminous loom, you know, being stuck in that energy, it may well have something to do with being this energy. Something needs looking at and addressing, or starting to be addressed, because it's having an impact and it's stopping you from being able to go forward as successfully and effectively. Now, it's this energy combined with the sword. So the sword is coming down, striking, cutting something away here, that is I think for some of you going to start this looking at having to address something from the past. And I think that's what this is all about. Something from the past that needs to be looked at, that needs to be addressed, needs to be considered or acted upon. I think acted upon, because we've got the He of the Fairy Sword that's come down, a very active, very strong, active, outward energy. Okay. All right. Right, I'm going to leave it there for you, Scorpio. It's the general reading, so it won't have a meaning for all of you, but it certainly will for some of you. If you do need to get in touch, the information is below the video if you need to get in touch with me. But in any event, thank you so much for joining me. I hope the reading's been helpful and supportive and provided a little bit of clarity for you. Good luck going forward, and I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.